In our final example, we are looking at a carpenter that has a board that is 15 feet long. And he needs to cut this board into two different pieces so that one of the pieces is 3 feet shorter than the other piece. And they want us to find the length of each piece. So if I go back through this and make some notes, I know that my board starts as 15 feet. And that this is going to get cut into two pieces. And that if I put these pieces back together, added them together, they would need to total this 15 feet. So one of my pieces is 3 feet shorter than the other piece. So again, the shorter piece is being compared to the original piece. So I'm going to let this original piece be my variable p. And then this other piece that is 3 feet shorter would be the same length as p, except that it is 3 feet less than what p was. And these two boards, when I add them together, need to equal the 15-foot piece that I started with. I make sure that I've checked for my question. They want me to find the length of each piece, so I'm going to make sure when I get to the end that I do that. My first step is to define my variable. I'm letting p stand for the longer piece. And that means that p minus 3 is what stands for the shorter piece. And when I take these two pieces and add them together, they need to be a total of 15 feet. So I write my equation, p plus p minus 3 equals 15. You'll notice that I don't put units on the equations when I'm writing them. And the reason is, if I put an f or an ft here, we might think that f and t were variables in our problem and get them confused with p. So while we use them when we're making our list or writing our definitions, you don't usually include them while you're doing the algebra. So combining these two p's together, I'm going to get 2p minus 3 equals 15. I'll add 3 to both sides to get p equals 18. And then divide both sides by 2 to get p equals 9. Okay? Then I come back up to my definition again, and remember that 9 was standing for the longer piece. So 9 feet is my measurement of the longer piece. And the shorter piece is 3 feet shorter than that. That would make the shorter piece 6 feet is the length of the shorter piece. I double check that those do add up to the 15 feet total that I was supposed to get, and they do. And then I go back one more time and read them in the story and make sure that it makes sense. A carpenter has a board that's 15 feet long. He cuts it into two pieces so that one piece is 9 feet and the other piece is 3 feet shorter, measuring 6 feet. And there's my length of each piece.